time, which is, and then you let her in and two other people. But
I let them in, yeah.
And him in one. Answer that.
Answer that. I'm answering. I'm answering.
Why not?
He doesn't have to be a reason.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Give me an answer.
There is no tickets.
Is there not? But they got tickets there at the door.
Yeah, and?
Yeah.
And?
So how come they all went in? Why didn't you let me and my boy in?
Let you and your boy.
Yeah. No. And you didn't even, okay, if you said, okay, some other, you didn't
anywhere.
You didn't let me in. There, yeah, why didn't you let me in?
I don't like this. I don't like it. I do not like this movie.
Because what?
Nicoletta.
Come on. Say it. Say it.
Nicoletta.
You see that smirk? I give you the answer.
It's a scene we've all seen, if not experienced, when you try and get into the club late at night, you're out partying, and the guy just won't let you in for reasons unknown. Or sometimes it's your t-shirt. What's up with those shoes? You can't wear that here. What's wrong with that hat? In this case, maybe, what's up with that skin color? This happened in Dublin, Ireland. This man was seen denied entry into the club along with his friend as well. And the bouncer there in the front said, I don't need to say those reasons why. It was back and forth so many different ways. And the reason then began to get assumed since it wasn't said out loud. After this caught attention online, everyone was talking about it. The club responded. They said this: a formal investigation has been launched by Shine, the management company that operates the academy, that club. Its full statement regarding the incident reads this, partially this: we are deeply concerned by the video circulating on social media of an incident outside the academy on Saturday night during our weekly late night club. As a result, a member of the event security team has been suspended from duty pending further detailed investigation. And in the interim, a new door team will be in operation at the venue from today at our request. We would take this opportunity to reach out to the person impacted in this video, and we wish to invite him back to the venue, and we will be arranging ASAP. So apparently they're inviting this club goer back. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it. I wouldn't make it back there. But part of that pressure that came from this R&B artist, Jacob Banks, a black man. He was meant to play at the club at a different point, and he heard about this, caught wind of this video, and he's like, not now. This is what he put online. He said, all right, I'm meant to be playing at your venue today, and I won't be playing unless this is addressed within the next 4 hours. There's a deadline. There's some pointers. The video suggests that it's racism at play. At no point did your security try to de-escalate the situation. Instead, that guy there tried to antagonize the man and putting everyone else's safety at risk, is what he said. Wow, so they did respond and decided to suspend the guy, change the whole new door crew, and Banks then responded further immediately because it was within the window, I assume. And he said, thanks for doing the right thing. See you tonight, Dublin.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one. Wait, no, let me finish.
So white is better than all.
No, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think everybody thinks that, they're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like all types of colors.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think
Wait,
that.
so you said you are what? You are
You
racist?
saying you're like
You're
I think
racist?
everybody's a racist at that level.
No, you said you are racist.
I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest.
Yes, I'm racist.
No, I'm not saying it again. I've said it enough.
So you're
I
racist.
think I slightly told you to stop speaking.
Put your phone up.
I respected you. I actually respected you for a while, but like
I'm putting your
now
phone up.
I don't even got no more respect for you.
Put it up.
Yeah, for real. I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
You know, you should have more respect because I'm
Absolutely no respect for him. You saw the teacher at the end responding to those two students. Said, I think you should have more respect for me. Of course you do, because you think you're superior to them, strictly based off of your skin color. So that teacher is out in North Texas. And I gotta be honest, this CRT being taught in our schools is definitely out of control. By the way, pay attention to how much politicians talk about CRT now that the midterm's over. Again, start paying attention to all the BS things they were talking about. That's a side note. But these students had to confront their teacher and put him on film talking about how he thinks he's superior to everyone else. Let's go to some details about what they're not doing with this guy. A teacher at Pflugerville ISD Middle School, whose identity has not yet been released, at least as of yesterday, as I went through this, is on administrative leave after a video containing an inappropriate conversation started circulating around social media. In that video, that teacher was having a conversation with some students inside of his classroom. It's not clear how the conversation started at Bowles Middle School, but the teacher was captured, as you heard, saying, "Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one." Not sure why he's talking about that. Still, let's continue. Bowles Middle School principal Sharon Churchin told parents that the teacher was placed on leave pending the outcome of an investigation. This interaction does not align with our core beliefs as a district. That's what the letter that she wrote said. The video of the conversation includes statements that we find wholly inappropriate. It includes some statements. Was there some statements in that video that you don't find wholly inappropriate? Just wondering. You seem to be picking and choosing some parts. Whatever. I'm nitpicking. Either way it goes, this investigation, they're having investigation to the comments. Investigation to see if what he said is fireable, is wrong, is inappropriate. You know what? Watch it one more time. See if you can find what they're looking for in this investigation.
I was next.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one. Wait, no, let me finish.
So white is better than all.
No, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think everybody thinks that, they're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like all types of colors.
Did I say I don't like?
So, did I say I don't like? You said you think your race is superior. So I want you guys to think about this. Jessica, you can jump in here. Think about this. You've got these middle school students, I'd guess they're 7th grade or so, having to have a back and forth conversation with their grown ass teacher who gives them grades, who disciplines them, who actually has a bit of their future in his hands. And he's gonna reveal to them, you know what? I think my race is superior to yours. So therefore he thinks no matter what I'm teaching you, you can't really pick up on it to the degree that I think your white counterparts can. Do you think that someone should be teaching children or should even be talking to children?
This is exactly why they're fighting against critical race theory, because it threatens this exact narrative. Because if you were to teach critical race theory in the schools, you'd have an accurate teaching of how these ideas came to be, how systems of oppression and dividing people across racial lines came to be in the United States. And what he's saying there is something that is taught as a part of critical race theory, right? Many of us are taught white supremacy from a very young age. And a lot of people have internalized white supremacy, right? Even if you grow up black in America, if you're taught this from a very young age, that the white race is superior, you have to unlearn that consciously. That takes effort. And when you have a society that is a white supremacist patriarchal society, you need to actively learn how we got to this place, why it's wrong, and where we go from here. You have to teach accurate history and teach people to talk about race and have those hard conversations. And this is the consequence of us not having those real conversations, is people like him can preach their narrative to their students. They're there to learn, and they're getting indoctrination instead.
And if again, and some people liked how they'd laughed at him and stuff. These kids shouldn't have to be. Think about how uncomfortable this is. So these kids have to listen to this guy tell them how much they're not worth anything, and they have to still be comfortable enough to learn something. The types of things that kids have been going through that get discriminated against in schools is not new. As he said, put the phone down, because he didn't want that recorded. He didn't want his beliefs that he's telling to his kids, which are told all the time off camera. He didn't want anyone else to see it because he knows. Or is it just his job? Why does he want that job? I don't want to teach a bunch of people that I think are inferior and garbage people. Why do I want to bring them up? He doesn't. He doesn't.